The jungle is an unforgiving ecosystem built on apex predators and harsh survival metrics. Yet deep inside its thick canopy, a fragile anomaly appeared, a human infant left completely alone in the wreckage of a wooden boat. A black panther named Bagheera discovered the child. Driven by a rare protective instinct, Bagheera knew the infant's only chance at surviving the cold, dark forest was immediate shelter and warmth. He delivered the boy to a local wolf pack. The mother wolf and the wise leader, Akela, looked at the tiny, smiling baby and made an unusual choice. They accepted him as one of their own, naming him Mowgli. Mowgli grew up running alongside fluffy wolf siblings, pointing his nose at the sky to howl. He lived without fear, operating under the absolute belief that he was simply a strange-looking wolf cub. That illusion of safety shattered with the arrival of Shere Khan. The massive tiger carried a deep, ingrained hatred for humans, and he made it clear the boy was a target. During a stormy meeting at Council Rock, the pack faced a harsh reality. No matter how much they loved their adopted son, they simply lacked the physical strength to defend him against a fully grown, enraged tiger. The wolves provided a powerful foundation of affection and a temporary identity, but true parental protection sometimes requires an agonizing choice, forcing a child out of the only home they've ever known to keep them alive. Bagheera stepped in to act as a strict guardian, deciding that Mowgli had to leave for the human village immediately. Mowgli deeply resented this forced eviction. Refusing to accept his human identity, he dragged his feet through the dirt, treating the trek as a walk toward a cage. To prove his independence, the boy climbed high into the dense canopy. He wanted to show he was as agile as any monkey, perfectly capable of navigating the wild on his own. That defiance almost cost him his life. Exhausted in the branches, Mowgli was easily trapped by a massive python operating silently in the shadows. It was only Bagheera's hyper-vigilance that saved the boy. The panther tracked them down and attacked the snake, proving that a strict, watchful eye is an absolute necessity when every branch hides a predator. Bagheera's oversight ensures Mowgli's survival, yet the weight of that discipline creates its own risk, driving the boy to seek escape in the very trees he hasn't yet mastered. Enter Baloo the bear, offering an entirely different model of guidance. His philosophy was built on joyous laziness, prioritizing delicious food, warm sunlight, and a life devoid of worry. Baloo told the boy exactly what he wanted to hear, that he could stay in the jungle forever. Next to the giant, friendly bear, Mowgli felt an immense sense of bravery and absolute safety. This chart shows the mentorship model. On the left, the panther's approach of strict discipline. On the right, the bear offers comfort and autonomy. As the diagram shatters, it reveals the flaw. Well-meaning mentorship is useless against unpredictable, chaotic threats. Baloo's carefree protection failed instantly when he fell into a deep nap. Without a watchful eye, dozens of sneaky monkeys ambushed the boy straight out of the bushes. The danger escalated rapidly. The wild monkey horde completely overwhelmed Mowgli, physically lifting the terrified boy off the ground and carrying him far away to the dark, crumbling walls of an ancient, ruined human city. This kidnapping forced the two opposing guardians to merge their strengths. The strict panther and the loving bear had to unite, fighting side by side to carve a path through the massive horde and pull the boy from the ruins. Even when combining their distinct strengths, the guardians were constantly reacting to near-fatal disasters. The harsh reality was unavoidable. The jungle ecosystem is inherently hostile to a growing human. Exhausted but alive, the trio pushed deeper into the trees until the dense forest finally broke, bringing them to the boundary of a wide valley. Down below sat the human village. Instead of dark shadows and hidden predators, the valley was filled with warm, glowing fires and sturdy, safe huts. Mowgli stopped at the sight of a little human girl by the sparkling river, collecting water in a brown clay pot. Having never seen another creature like himself, Mowgli was mesmerized. When the girl accidentally dropped her heavy pot, he stepped out of the bushes, picked it up, and handed it back to her. The girl smiled warmly and gently took his hand. In that simple interaction, Mowgli understood what the panther had known all along. He belonged with his own species. From the tree line, Bagheera and Baloo watched the boy walk into the village. They accepted that their roles as teachers and protectors had finally reached their natural end. The Jungle Guardians didn't succeed by keeping Mowgli forever. They succeeded by raising a fragile infant into a boy brave enough to step into the unknown. True familial love ultimately means knowing exactly when to let go.